Hello, kind viewer. You are watching The Talking Corner. With me, as always, we have Pow and Benji. But we also have two special guests. Replacing Leo, we have Lorenzo once again. And we also and we also have our good friend Schmitty, who is our special guest this episode.
Oh my fuck!
I just looked over my shoulder to make sure you were talking about me. That is I.
All right, so
4 planets just got exploded.
yeah, Benji is playing. Is this Universe Sandbox? Is that what this is?
Benji is God.
This is Grand Theft Auto.
Oh,
Yeah, the new update is wild.
GTA 7.
man, they really
so
do add a
this-
lot to online, huh?
Yeah.
They so the
Wait,
Universe
are you
Sandbox
telling me you're
quite
about
recently-
to destroy Uranus?
Oh my God.
Man, we didn't even make it 30 seconds before the stupid joke started rolling in.
Oh fuck you!
We
pal.
are a stupid joke. What do you mean?
Oh fuck you, pal. Goodbye, Uranus. There you go. No more Uranus.
So, how's everyone doing?
Game. I'm doing amazing. How you
Yeah,
doing?
that's great.
Yeah.
I'm doing
Chilling,
great.
just hanging out.
I'm
It is
always
a-
hanging out
I'm
with a couple
always
pals.
elated when Lorenzo's here.
It is a
Aw,
lazy,
love
nice,
to.
sunny afternoon on a Sunday here in Virginia. How is it? Don't say exactly where you are if you don't want to, but how's the weather where you guys are?
Can I give my zip code?
I am living in.
Fuck it, why
It's
not?
a little
Go ahead.
nippy, but it's warming up.
Nice, nice.
Okay.
Yeah. Nice and gloomy and rainy over in Canada, on the West Coast. Pretty
You
good.
live in Canada.
I live in Canada.
Kenyatta.
Canada.
Man, that's it. I got nothing. I had nothing else to
I
talk
got
about.
nothing.
Yeah, I
Kanye
kind of
West.
ran
This
out
is
of
like
things to
entire
talk
political
about. It was
discourse.
just-
We're not talking about that.
No, no.
Did we go to the
Are-
questions?
Oh.
I
Are
don't know what-
moosies?
Yeah, let's
Are
do-
moosies
yeah,
real?
Fuck it. Let's go to the questions.
Yeah, let's go to the questions.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, first we have of Jakob. Dear Schmitty, why you like that? Would love, Daddy.
Well, it started with a long, arduous labor, and just kind of went downhill from there. You know, my big ass head got stuck at the beginning, and now I'm stuck in life. You know.
I just realized it might not occur to people what Schmitty does for the show unless they're in the Discord. So Schmitty, I say with all the affection in the world, is the lore goblin of the show. He knows Halo lore like no one else, and he has helped write the show on occasion. And his suggestions come to me like visions to a prophet from an angry god, and so I have to just kind of deal with that sometimes. And they're always great ideas. What on earth? Or
It's not on Earth. It's on the
Bessie.
moon.
what has happened, Bessie?
I said
Why
there's
are you
100
why are you
Bessies.
orbital
gotta-
bombarding the moon?
My God, what the fuck?
What am I looking at
Hold
on
on,
my?
I got-
I think
got
the
a
Bible
bit.
prophesied
screen.
this. I'm not sure.
I'm pissing on the moon. How do you like that, Obama?
What the hell is this? Hold on. I thought we were supposed to do boring games, man.
I'm gonna piss on the moon. Super laser piss.
Why is your piss
This is
green?
just this is just the ending to Hancock. You know.
Oh my God.
You spoiled Hancock?
Yeah, you.
I was watching iRobot and I was like thinking about the entire Will Smith cinematic universe for like a good 2 hours after that.
I think Poilsub just came out with a video about iRobot like a few
Yeah,
days ago.
What was that? What was that? Thing that Miles Luna wanted to do called the Smith Squad, where it would just be like it's just Will Smith, with a bunch of other Will Smiths solving crimes together from all of their different movies.
Holy shit. If Will Smith could play any of Fixture Team, who would he voice if we had to kill just
Peanut.
one person?
Ooh.
Peanut. Peanut's Will Smith.
That would be crazy.
That would be wild. I don't know.
I think the most jarring one would be Target.
That would. Yeah.
You're saying we're some kind of fixer squad?
We're some kind of fixer squad. We're some kind of crash squad.
Like he's trying to flirt with Lily. He's like, yeah, that's hot. That's hot.
Oh, no.
Let's go.
Let's
Let's go.
Man, I feel like I say this every week, but we're off to a tremendous start here.
Man,
Now
shut the
you
fu-
saying, shut the fuck up. Were you saying that Schmitty is the lore and story idea coming to you like a prophet? What is so far in these last 7 episodes? What is Schmitty's most profitable idea he's contributed?
Profitable. I don't know if I'm qualified
Yeah,
for that.
most
but,
valuable.
let's see.
Yeah, like what is a
You call
Schmitty
me on
idea?
it. A Schmitty idea is
Yeah.
usually finding like a nice little, and it's hard to go into it without spoilers because for a lot of
Oh,
it
yeah.
is stuff that's down the line. But he would bring up a very unique and specific piece of Halo lore that would be a nice deep cut to help kind of include into the show, to help give it that air of authenticity for the Halo universe. And I'm trying to think of any of the suggested, the stuff you suggested, if it's shown up in any episode, that so we can talk about that, because I don't want to bring up the stuff that hasn't shown up yet.
Did Schmitty bring up the insurrectionist stuff? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. Schmitty would be the person who I kind of pulled from for a lot of the Sapient Sunrise stuff in episode 7.
okay.
So that would probably be a notable example there. And I'd say it's pretty profitable. I think it was pretty cool to have them show up for an episode.
Yeah. And like you said, a lot of the stuff that he's probably working with you on is further on down the line, at least episode 8 and onward. So not a whole lot
Oh,
that
shit,
can be
what did I
discussed
do?
openly.
Yeah,
But-
not stuff that can be. Yeah, you have to just take my word for it. Did you just reverse Mars'
Did you
orbit?
just put Mars in reverse?
What the fuck I did?
What the fuck? You were screwing up the orbits of each planet. Jeez. All right, on to the
That's
next
kind of
question.
stuff I'm on.
When is Orc debuting in Crash? The people want to know.
I think the people is specifically Faber PC who asked that question.
Yes.
And for every time you ask, Orc will be delayed another 10,000 years. So speak wisely.
We're gonna get Orc in Crash 20 generations from now. No one right
Crash
now
the
will be
next
alive to see
generation.
it. Yeah. Maybe in 10,000 years. Hell yeah.
I
It'll
can
give
wait.
you a hell of a crick in the neck, though.
Yeah. Oh my god, more fucking super laser. You making a little smiley face? No, what is that?
Is this
What
lost?
are you doing? Don't you dare.
He's tallying
you
his kill count.
I'm James Agent Denise from Dead Meat. We're gonna do the kill count for this planet. Whoa.
0, because there is no one on this
Oh,
planet.
shit.
This is Mercury, dumbass. Tell me the total
We're under
population.
All right, on to the next question.
That is-
Ever since we started playing more entertaining games, I just feel like this fucking thing's just been going off.
This is your
going
second
off a
episode.
cliff. This is second. Yeah, I think it's
This-
just
you
me.
only
I think
been
I'm
here
the
once.
constant.
How do you
I think
have
I'm
it?
the constant? I'm horrible for this show.
All right,
We're
well,
glad to have you.
we're
Thank
just
you.
dead without
Hold on.
Leo.
That's true.
I
Yeah.
need to.
Well,
need to
Leo's
stop
dead without
Resident
us,
Evil
so
5.
there's that.
Oh,
Leo's
jeez.
dead to me now.
What do you take? Oh my god.
We have a symbiotic relationship.
Oh my god.
I need to stop Resident Evil 5.
No. Why?
Quick, get the French.
This is just Halo 3.
This is
Oh,
just-
now it's
That's
starting
a
to
little
turn
bit
into
more
Halo
than. That's a
2,
little
maybe?
bit more than France.
I mean,
You're next,
he
Putin.
got you can't. No,
That's China.
Oh god.
That's not Putin.
What's the difference?
I'm eliminating the competition.
Let's go. The Philippines is intact. Let's go.
Oh,
for
now
long.
you say it.
Matter
No.
of fact, no. Philippines ain't intact.
Fuck.
Oh!
Everything's not intact. You
No.
killed everybody.
But how will this affect LeBron's legacy?
The trout population.
How will this affect S&P stock?
What would you do in this situation?
I'd simply just not be there.
Be honest.
Be honest. All right, next question for Lorenzo. If you could write your own Crash Detour episode revolving around West, what would it be like? From Arliss.
Okay, the West spin-off show. All right, let me cook. So shit hit the fan. All right, we're like 6 seasons in. Fixer teams battling a rogue Cortana. That's the arc. So right after Halo
Another
4,
one?
yeah, we're doing that. Rogue Cortana, and then Cortana's like, you know what? I gotta take out your most valuable member. I gotta take out Wes. I'm gonna open this bullshit portal, and Wes gets sucked into that portal. Where does he arrive? Fortnite. He is level 100 of the new Fortnite Battle Pass coming in 2 months. It's gonna be Wes from Crash,
Beautiful.
and that's where I'm stuck in until the series finale. I come back in the last episode, like Invincible coming back from the Fortnite universe, and there we go. It's beautiful.
Amazing.
That's the spin-off. That's where we explain where Wes
Absolute.
is.
Shitima.
Absolute cinema.
Yeah, absolute cinema.
All right.
What would be what kind of Fortnite dance move would Wes hit?
I'm gonna be
after he
honest.
gets to Victory
Something
Royale?
happened in my room, and I had to like tune out for a second. And so what I'm coming back to is what's the
Nothing makes
Fortnite
sense to
dance
you.
that Wes would
Yeah,
hit?
this is very important. Like this is gonna be the meta for any kind of Fortnite player. You got to choose Wes because the hitbox.
Gosh,
just,
I've never even played a
you know-
single match of Fortnite, so I wouldn't even know what's to choose from.
We need to fix that.
We need to fix that. Next on the talking corner, Boom's gonna play Fortnite.
Man,
That would be amazing.
all downhill from here, I guess.
I mean, and it would be boring because you would like die early on every time.
Yeah.
How big is this thing? Oh shit.
Oh my god.
all right.
Actually, Boom. What would be a great Wes? Just like I don't know, like a filler episode. You know, like those fucking beach episodes in anime. Wes.
you want a beach episode featuring Wes?
No, not exactly, but you know, something that doesn't matter to the overall story, but it shows like what is Wes doing at 6 p.m. on a Sunday. You know.
If you okay, so my thought would be that we could probably do a detour where, and this is just off the cuff, right? I'm just thinking.
Yeah,
We could
yeah.
probably do a detour where when Wes was still stationed at Luna and all the different people he had to deal with, and I feel like it could be in the
Oh.
style of if Google was a guy, if you remember those old videos
Yeah. God damn. Yeah.
where he's
yeah.
having to deal with
Oh,
all those
shit.
people.
We got clouds, boys. We got clouds.
It would be great for 20 minutes in that episode where
Benji,
Wes
what
is
did you name
basically
this
just
planet?
Dr. House.
What is this planet's
Anyway.
name?
Uh,
Interesting. Is that French?
yeah.
What does it stand for?
I find Spanish and French to be interesting because in one language you say el and then the other is le.
Le Big Mac. El Big Mac.
Le penis, el
Le
pino.
Penis. Konnichiwa, mi amigo.
What can you say to me?
We're low energy today, I feel. Or is that just me?
No.
Maybe it's just the blue moon talking. Who knows?
It's the blue
We'll find
moon
out.
talking.
Well, if
Yeah.
you saw it standing alone, you'd have a different tune to that, you know?
Oh, I get it. You like the song.
Yeah.
Oh
that's
man,
the song
that's a
from-
real
it's
that's
the
a real
song
knee
from
slapper, man.
Vegas.
You know, Boom, you're so smart.
Vegas.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate you. Okay, next question.
What about for the West bottle episode? It's 40 real hours of Wes and Lily duo queuing in Marvel Rivals from Bronze to GM. That's the entire episode.
You know what? If you wanna restart and then get G to record that with you, you'll have to record. You'll have to convince her yourself.
I
I'm not
gotta
doing
convince G to play Marvel Rivals with me.
that. That'd be
Matter of
pretty
fact, G,
funny.
what are your
Character.
thoughts on the climate?
Yeah. What if we ask you questions, viewers? Then you have to answer
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
Why haven't you given us more money?
I
Yeah.
know.
Why haven't you given
Why
me
hasn't
honest.
Crash hit 1 trillion subscribers? Why aren't we beating Mr. Beast yet? Huh? That's my question. We need the Beast Games equivalent on Amazon Prime with Crash.
You just saying that
Okay,
out
next
loud.
question from the Pimp Zydact. Why is Lily such a great marksman? Why is Target X Lily such a great ship? And why, oh why, am I picturing Fixer Team watching LIAT? I'm assuming that's Life is a
What's-
Table during movie night.
What's Life is a Table?
That is a machinima series made by Buck. That is a really great action comedy series. Who Buck has actually made 2 separate cameos as the same character in Crash. He was in episode 3 and in episode 7 as Sergeant Faraday. Along with Froggerkist, who is another character on the same team, who also appears in both those episodes and episode 4.
If you hear this, Froggy, I love you.
To answer your question, Pimp Didact, why is Lily such a great marksman? Watch and find out. Why is Target and Lily such a great ship? Watch and find out. And why are you
Built
picturing
different, I'd
that?
say.
I don't know, but you should probably talk to your therapist. I'm not a professional, so I wouldn't know. All right. I hope that answers your question. May God have mercy on your soul.
Amen. Big ups
Beautiful.
to Jesus. Now
Big ups. Big ups,
big
baby.
ups to Jesus.
5 booms.
Five booms.
5 booms.
Jesus Christ of Nazareth, give me 5 booms.
All right.
One too many.
You know what? Let's move on to Culture Corner, and then we can get back to some questions. So, what's been? Have you guys seen the new Thunderbolts trailer?
I find it really
I've-
funny how
I
every
haven't
single
seen
time
snippets.
snippets, yeah. But I just love like the fucking advertisements. So it's like they're really trying to bolster it up that this is gonna be a quality movie. It's like we got the cinematographer of The Green Knight. We got the editor of Minari. It's an A24 superhero movie. I don't know. I just find it really
it
funny
looks vaguely
that
interesting
Bucky is
to
in
me.
Congress.
Yeah, Bucky is in Congress. That is pretty funny. He killed him. He kicked a man into a jet turbine engine.
He canonically killed JFK too.
He did. He's in Congress.
I did not know that. I'm not a huge.
like,
I'm
am
not
I-
the biggest Marvel fan, so I don't know much about it.
Yeah. I just have the
I will say
feeling
that-
yeah.
I was gonna say the trailer looks pretty good. I mean, it looks fine. It's the most interesting that a Marvel movie has looked in a while, but that's an incredibly low bar, if I'm being honest.
Recently, yeah. Like right now, the only good thing we got is Daredevil.
I heard the new
I'm liking the
Daredevil
first 3
season's not
episodes.
that good.
I actually enjoyed
yeah.
episode 1. I've only gotten through that so far, but it feels, and I say this endearingly, it feels like a show that's been picked up after 8 years.
Yeah.
It feels like it's a continuation of the same show in a lot of good ways. But you can tell that there's like been a lot of time. You can tell that the writing's a little bit different because it's really hard to get a Netflix low budget Marvel series and then get everyone back together for that and get all the plot and like writing and everything back to the way it was after they were doing that back to back. Vincent D'Onofrio, bless his heart, he has lost a lot of weight, and that's not they don't like shy away from bringing that up in the show. There's
Like Matt had a line about it. Like
yeah,
it's like your
without
footsteps got lighter. I can
without
see you packed in more muscle.
yeah, without going into too many spoiler details, there's a conversation between
The first 10
Matt
minutes.
and in the first like 10 minutes
Oh,
of the
yeah.
of the show
Oh,
between
the Kingpin one. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
and they do a lovely job of being like yeah you like they're basically catching up along with the audience on what's been going on in the MCU and with like stuff in their general like sphere, but it
Mhm.
doesn't feel like they've been kind of like it doesn't feel like it's like, all right, let me exposit to you. It feels like this really tense conversation between two people who have had kind of this like unofficial truce for a very long time, and now they're kind of like reconnecting for the first time, and they
Yeah.
both still hate each other. But there's like that respect there.
Mhm.
It was really good.
Yeah. Just like it really feels like because I've heard all these stories about reshoots. It wasn't supposed to be this way, and it kind of feels like that. It really does. Like I think they just added all the Karen, Foggy, and Punisher stuff last minute, and now it's a complete rewrite of what was originally intended. It's interesting. I'm really curious to see how it shapes up. Apparently, he said that Daredevil was supposed to be suited up in episode 4. The first 4 episodes were going to be a courtroom drama. I don't know, but I kind of see that. It kind of makes sense to me so far. But I also, low key, I really like it when Matt Murdock is just a lawyer. So I'm a big fan of that.
Well, I've always enjoyed Daredevil's like concept too. Is it's a man that
Yeah.
has 3 wolves inside of him rather than just 2. He has the man who believes in the law and the system. He has the man that believes in
I'll be right back, listeners. I'm gonna
you
go grab
know,
a drink.
in
God?
God and like
Yeah.
Catholic forgiveness and wrath. And
Mhm.
then he also has a man that is the son of a boxer and just wants to hit something.
Yeah.
And so he's constantly in conflict with all 3 of those aspects of himself, and he kind of hates like the Frankenstein that he is in a lot of ways, right? Like he
Yeah.
wishes that he couldn't have all these abilities to help people because it's such a like a curse to him. But at the same time,
It
he
is.
is so thankful that he has these gifts to him. In season 3, he talks about how he originally thought he could hear prayers because of all the
Mhm.
people that were praying that he could hear. He thought
Yeah.
that was God's way of letting him help people, and
Yeah.
like God speaking through him. And then only when he got a little bit older, he realized that he was just had superhuman senses, and
Mhm.
so it's just one more like strand of hay on the pile that's gonna break his back over the years of just physical and mental tolls that he gives himself.
Mhm. But I guess we're not gonna see any more of that because Benji
I'm
just
back.
blew up Earth. So Daredevil's dead, guys.
Again?
Yeah,
Benji, you
Benji
gotta
blew
stop
up
doing
Earth.
that, man.
you gotta
I'm
stop
not Job,
doing
man.
that.
I didn't do it this time. The moon did.
The moon did? Ah, god damn it. God, Robotnik. Son of a bitch.
Honshu, how dare
Yeah,
you?
this wow, this game looks. Ever since that new update, this looks beautiful. Look at this.
Yeah, it looks great.
Let's speed this up, please. Kill
I
it.
really
Kill
want
it.
to play Kingdom Come too. But what a big
It's
game
so
that is.
fun. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. I have been having a blast at that game. That game really makes you feel like a medieval peasant because you'll you'll spend like the first 10 hours of the game scraping enough coins to buy a sword.
Yeah.
And then at the same time you'll wind up with a bunch of money and you're still going to be like, "Man, I'm broke still."
You ever play the first one, Schmitty?
I bought and played a few hours of the first one, but it was not what I was originally expecting, so I kind
Yeah.
of dropped it early on.
Yeah, I got like
Sadly.
halfway through and I dropped it. And I was like wondering, should I finish this first one before I get to the second one? I don't know.
No, that's
They
bad.
do say that they recommend you play the first one, but
Yeah.
you can still play through the whole game and still get the context and everything. They did state that they did a really good job of showing that you were improving, right?
Yeah.
Showing the past events so that you
Mhm.
don't feel like you're getting lost anywhere.
Yeah. Because I remember I was like really into it, but like after a while, I mean, I like that it's harder in the sense that there's no fast travel because it's realistic in that way, and saving is tough. You can't even save normally. You got to get like a special item, and
Oh, new
combat's always
question.
grueling. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway,
We have two new questions. Okay, first one's from
Oh, shit.
Bones, also known as Barrel Jones. Hey, Schmitty,
Oh,
what is
God.
your problem, man? Like, come on. And for Lorenzo, how is it like being in a coma?
All right, Schmitty. What's
What
your
was the
problem,
question for
man?
me?
Come
Sorry,
on.
can you repeat that?
What's your problem, man? Come
Jones
on.
asked, "Hey, Schmitty, what is your problem, man? Like, come on."
Man, what's with all these personal attacks? I'm feeling the pain now. Well, I, it was a rough labor. But
This again?
you know what it is? I'm just built different. That's my problem. I'm just too good.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah. Yeah,
Sucks
not
to
enough
be
That's what I
you.
told my
narcissism, too much
doctor, but he
ego.
said it was scoliosis. Anyway, and Lorenzo, what's it like being in a coma?
I mean, I never really could. I was never able to fully recover from that beating that Benji gave to me. I got hit with 5 billion tons of steel and
not to
5
say that.
aircrafts. I know, but ever since I gave you specific warm-ups and bloopers in the edits, I mean, I kind of saw it coming. I knew you were going to take your vengeance, and I get retribution. But hey ho, that's Hollywood.
I want you to know, Benji, that he
Hey-ho.
didn't start including those until he found out specifically you were the editor, and then he started doing that.
Yeah,
No, he's gonna die.
I'm gonna die again. But I'm gonna get revived. Don't worry about
Lorenzo,
it. No,
I'm
gonna be
happy to
okay.
say that you need to wake
Sorry,
up. They're
buddy,
going to pull the
nobody's
plug.
getting your reboot card.
Oh God. What were you saying, Boom?
I was saying, I'm sure you'll be happy to know that you need to wake up soon. They're about to pull the plug. Give me any sign that
You're
you're
gonna
here.
pull the plug? Ah, shit. Well, it's gonna play Marvel Rivals then.
Also, fun fact: Neptune is not this blue. It's actually white.
Oh yeah, it's like a pale, awful,
Yeah.
ugly color.
I really
Don't
wish it
talk
did
about
look
me
like
like
this.
that.
This is beautiful.
I heard someone say that it's because they didn't expect us to see that far. They didn't really render any of the graphics yet.
Right.
Oh, I
right.
get it.
Why are you such a downer? Oh, shut the fuck.
You know,
Very funny.
And then we got another
one of these
question.
days.
We got another question
of
from
these.
Dean G, who is
Oh.
I feel like
Oh.
he's been on the show before. Actually, he said, "Who is your favorite character
Dean
and
Orgy.
why is it Pops?"
Well, I was really lacking in a strong father figure in my life, so I really latched on to him for that reason. I really would
Understandable.
just like him to call me son every once in a while. It'd be nice.
All right, Dean, you heard it. Get on it.
Mm.
That question's for everybody, by the way. Well, who's your favorite character? And why
We've
is it
already
Bob?
answered
Look, I
this.
mean, I'm biased. I play the second oldest man in Fixer, even though I'm not an old man at all.
Third
so
oldest,
I have
actually.
that kinship. I am the oldest.
Third oldest, because
Third oldest.
Peanut's the oldest. He's 80. Remember?
What?
Yeah,
Yeah, because that's going off what he said, right? He said he
Yeah.
must be about 80 in episode 2.
Oh my God, I forgot about that. Anyway,
Whether that's correct or
I mean-
accurate, that remains to be seen. But still,
yeah, old man crew. I think I'm the only guy that calls Pops. I mean Wes calls by just Green. I find I don't
calls
know.
him by his name.
That's a level of respect.
yeah, it
Yeah.
is a bit. That's
Call
a bit of
everyone else by
respect,
their code names. Yeah.
or just nicknames. I'm pretty sure he gets into the habit of calling people by their color if he doesn't know their name or doesn't want to know their name. Like,
Okay.
like
Yeah.
he
He
calls
called Target Blue
Yeah, he
last
calls
episode,
Target
yeah.
Blue. And I think I
Calls him
think I may
motherfucking
have written a
Count Dooku.
line somewhere where he calls Crash Red.
Mm-hmm.
Like he doesn't bother actually learning the.
God, calling
Just
Target
like
Blue.
Sammy.
That's such a fucking like. All right, let me go talk to your new boyfriend daughter. That's such a moment like that.
Yeah, it really is disapproving dad.
That was great. That was great.
You give him a handshake and you squeeze his hand just to size him up to see how he reacts. Classic.
Can't wait to see where this goes in the next couple episodes.
I mean, in 5 years when we get it done,
In
I'll be
fu-
happy
yeah,
to get it out.
yeah. Is there like a little tease we can give of what is the most, just like a little hint of the big scene for this next coming episode that's taking up all of our time with production?
Oh, you know what? I mean, what's taking up
Yeah.
all the production?
Yeah.
Well, all of it. But like, if you want to get if we want to get specific about a big scene in the next episode,
Yeah.
there is going to be included.
Why are you doing that?
Something.
Why are you doing that? What the fuck? Why are you doing
That's
that?
Venus farting anyway, yeah.
Something that longtime viewers of the show who pay attention to the fact that all of the scenes in the opening sequence, not all of them, but a bunch of them have already happened. There's going to be another one that happens in this upcoming episode.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be nice. That'll be exciting.
I feel like we've accidentally locked ourselves into a standard of excellence that we must achieve because of episode 7. Because of
That's
the
why
ending
that's
of
why I'm
episode
purposefully
7.
making this next episode bad, so that way we
Yeah.
can have people's
Lower
expectations
standards.
go
Like
back
the
to
ne-
Earth.
the
It's not
next
gonna get that
episode.
good.
Yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed Crash while it was good. It's all downhill from here.
I kind of expected that, honestly.
Wow.
Next episode, everyone's gonna die
Yeah, off screen too. It's really
off
sad.
screen.
It's very artsy, sort of poignant.
Yeah.
Merchman will be the only one left.
Actually, he was the first to die. It wasn't even related to the thing. He just had a heart attack.
We're keeping Pops alive. Pops is able to go back to his home planet.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, we just have an unexpected guest join the podcast. Welcome, Coop.
Oh, Sab, this is a podcast channel? Oh,
yeah.
yo.
You can.
Oh, snap. Dude, I was
Came at a
bored.
great
I
time.
didn't realize this was the podcast. I was not paying attention.
It says the
Oh,
word
snap.
podcast for context in
Podcast.
capital letters
Oh,
with an
capitals.
exclamation point.
You
I'm
came in at a
party
great time, though.
crashing.
Just so the viewers know, Coop is one of our newer animators on the show who's helping out and doing some model work as well on the show.
Well, we're about to
So-
have one lesson just to fucking.
Yeah,
minute.
right.
Oh,
You're fired.
God.
You know what?
Came
You know
on
what?
the
Fuck it.
Secret
You can
Service
you can
meeting.
stick around. If anyone asks, you were supposed to be here.
Okay, alright. It sounds like a...
We're
You
just-
say that like
we're
no
just
one can
chilling,
hear us
hanging out,
right
man.
now talk about it.
Nah, nobody watches these. All right, let's see. Okay. Yeah, we don't
Why
live
does no one
stream
ever
this, they're
talk
not gonna
about how
watch it.
funny battle droids are?
Are you still playing
pretty
Empire
funny.
at War?
Roger.
No.
Then why did that come
That's
from?
right.
You were playing
he's only
Empire at
live
War just
streaming it.
before. Are you
I am
live
still playing
streaming?
Empire at
Wait, you're playing it right now. Oh, I'm switching over to that live stream. What? You're live streaming Empire at War while we're recording the podcast? You're playing a separate game?
When I was a kid, I spent hours stomping on clankers.
I was waiting for you to notice.
I wasn't paying attention because I had higher expectations, but I'm now forever punished. No, you know what? This is carrying on the tradition, but this is like the next. Okay, so for context, Schmitty, Leo on like the second episode started just playing, what was it, Temple Run, while we were recording, and then he was sending his score into the chat as we were playing. And that's just like continued with us, where other people start playing other games while we're chatting in the podcast. And now we've gone one step further, and now we're streaming other games while we're in the podcast.
I was told that we were supposed to stream boring games, so I was playing Empire at War.
Did you have the impression that everyone was going to be streaming their own game?
Dude, everyone's just playing different games.
No, he did this on purpose. He wanted to be special.
We divide the screen up into 8 different games going at the same time.
Schmitty,
absolute sensory hell. Man, that's silence. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dead
that was
air.
great.
Definitely.
I really felt,
Thanks for ruining it.
Yeah, you're welcome. This is what I live for, honestly. It's just like to make things awkward and uncomfortable for the general audience.
You're doing a great job.
Thank you. You want me to continue? Get out of there! Get out of there! It didn't get out of there.
It didn't.
What are you doing to this planet? This poor planet, Benji.
Oh.
Trying to give it life, but now it's just shitting.
That's a moon. That's a moon of Neptune that you're just throwing stuff out.
Not a moon of Neptune, dumbass. That's an outer body that orbits the solar system. This is just a random one.
That's what you built like.
Oh wow! Look at you! You're like, you should know that Sun is an outer body system and orbits the fucking whatever.
I'm just telling you what it is, stupid.
Why are you calling me stupid? How am I supposed to know? I don't know the fucking moons and
You
Neptune
take
off
it
the
too
top of my head.
seriously, man. You were going to the retirement home early, man. You're
Okay.
fucking senile.
I hope you guys
We're never
enjoyed the
finishing
last
the show.
episode of Talking Corner ever to be recorded.
Hope you enjoyed the last episode of Crash.
How are you enjoying your
Season
stay,
7.
Coop?
I'm very much enjoying my stay. This is a perfect background noise while I animate.
See, he's working. He's not
Hard
just
at
screwing
work.
around.
Uh-huh. We're fucking bums. Why aren't we getting to work on episode 8?
We're just sitting here staring at Universe Simulator and playing Empire at
Yeah.
War. I need to get
Yeah,
back
we
to
can
work
be
on the show.
productive.
What if this
So,
what if this podcast was the reason the show gets delayed? I'm like, I'm sorry
So,
guys,
boom.
I had to figure out what game to play on this episode.
Gets
of Talking
delayed
Corner.
1 hour every
Probably.
Sunday.
What are your long-term goals after Crash?
We have a few other ideas for series, other than Crash. If we are able to gain the popularity and the trust enough for people to want to, support us through that, we have some other
Boom
stories.
sells Crash to Rooster Teeth.
Yeah, right. They're definitely in the market for more machinima. Bernie, I know you know about the show at least in passing. Hit me up. I will sell it for at least 2 nickels.
I will do anything for you, Senpai!
Buy him out. He's got 5 cents.
All right. Wait, do we have any more questions, or was that it?
I'll do anything for money.
Oh, that was
I would
it.
do anything for love.
Wait, we still all didn't answer, who was our favorite character in
That's
Lies
true.
of Pops.
Oh, that is an excellent question.
You already
I
answered.
honestly would like to say Lorenzo. Your West character has just been an absolute amazing performance through and through.
Aw,
I've
agreed.
complimented you a few times off camera. I don't know. It's just something about your the way you I can almost like hear the physical movements through the character, even though you're a
Yeah.
voice.
Yeah, it's a very animated
Inhabiting a
voice. It
machine-made
works really well.
character.
What
Oh,
on earth
guys.
is that?
On Earth
We're not
is
supposed. We're not
It's a
supposed to be this
pulsar.
touching on the talking corner. Come on.
No sentimentality. Sentimentality will be eradicated from the talking corner.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not the feeling corner.
Exactly. What the fuck?
Bunch of babies. Anyways,
Punch
I'm not
idiots.
sure. My favorite character. Look, this is not a glaze session, so like I think
Glaze session.
Wes would be
Whoa.
very up there, but we do need
Oh
a
no, what is happening?
we do need a variation. Oh my gosh. Well, anyway, I don't know. I like Duke. I really do like Duke. I like the idea of Duke. And his first few episodes, you know, that classic, the drunk guy, like there's an interesting twist on it, the way his character is. But he's going through a bit of an arc right now, so he's a little bit more on the, I guess, serious side of things. But I really do like Duke and Wes. And then, you know, Peanut is a character all of his own, you know, in the Crash world.
I was telling Boom last night that if I was a writer for Crash, the one character that I'd just be completely confused, like where to fucking take him, is Peanut. Because like I was like, Peanut is so powerful. Peanut is basically God. The only way that we can nerf Peanut is if the writers want to do something about it.
You have
But
to do
Peanut,
reverse
with
plot armor
everything-
for him.
Exactly. It's just there's no way to take this guy down. And I'm like, oh my god, I just feel like anything we do, it can be simply solved if Peanut was simply there.
That's true.
That's how strong Peanut is.
He's the what's his name? Jibs Debo of the Fixer Squad, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he really is.
Even if he dies, he's still alive.
He
in
still
our
just
hearts
comes
and
back.
minds.
Yeah. He is the MacGuffin of the series.
How did you make it back in one piece?
the fuck
Sorry, guns.
did he?
Classified. Did someone else just start streaming too?
I'm playing another game. Yeah.
Really? 3 for 3?
Are we all about to start streaming?
Are we 3 for 3 right
We're all
now?
playing different games. What do you say?
What are you playing?
Yeah. Here, let me pause my game so I can look at other people play video games.
Wait, are you
That's
playing
how I
a
wanna
FIFA
play
game?
mine.
We're playing basketball. I'm playing for the Miami Heat. Yeah.
Wait.
Wait, are you really playing
starting the
FIFA
game.
right now?
I'm
FIFA.
playing NBA.
Oh, NBA? Even worse.
This dude's on 2K, dude.
I'm gonna
What?
alienate some of
Yeah.
our audience here, but I really think any sports game is like
It's all just
the most
FIFA.
milk toast.
You just called a basketball game FIFA. You just think they're all FIFA.
Yeah. They're all
They're all
different sport.
FIFA.
Look at me.
It's one of those
Hey,
FIFA
that looks
guys.
like
I'm the
that looks
greatest
like someone
player.
from FIFA.
I'm the greatest player. This is gonna be my face reveal.
Dude,
Why-
I
why does
didn't
your
know.
phone
scanned my
so
face
big?
into this game.
Dude, I didn't know you played for the Miami Heat. Congratulations, dude. That's big.
I know.
You know what's really
You drafted
funny
me?
is that you just have a character named after yourself that looks like you in
Yeah.
a basketball game to play for professional teams. I don't know why. That's just
I
really funny.
I just can't believe they allow me to scan my face. There's like an
Man,
app you can do,
freaking-
and yeah,
Did you really
Self-insert.
scan your face for this?
I scanned my face for the game. Yeah, there's an app that lets you do that.
Dude, 2K now has your face information. They're gonna sell it for money.
Yeah.
I know. Holy shit.
Yeah. Social
Enjoy your
credit's gonna be
NPC.
deducted, man.
Wonder who the highest
Hope it
bidder
was
is going
worth
to be.
it. Your face is gonna show up as a robot in about 2 years.
Shit. I suck at defending.
My name is Kara.
Give me the ball. Give me the ball.
Okay, I'm going back to see what Benji's doing. Okay, he's throwing things at the moon.
He's throwing things
Let's
at the
go.
moon, yeah. What are these, bodies, or are they like little
That's
tiny like
iron.
golf balls?
I don't even know what game to call this talking corner now, because we've had 3 different games show up now.
The Franken game.
You'll just
Random
put
game.
Universe Sandbox Plus.
Oh yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah. See, I can have a good idea.
My
every now and
apologies.
then.
This is my first
fucking
time on
hole in
here.
the
I thought we were just being like
A little silly.
cool. You know?
Oh,
would you make that
sorry.
mistake?
You
No,
got
absolutely not.
you got the wrong impression. We are not cool.
We don't do that here, man.
Yeah.
This is the Crash Cast and Crew podcast, dude. This is the Crash
I
Cast.
know.
Yeah.
Cast.
Leave the cool.
Oh my gosh,
Oh
we have
my
our other
God.
animator
You know what?
joined in
You
the
know what?
podcast. Come on
Oh my
in, Chris.
God.
Welcome to the podcast, man.
Chris
Welcome
is
to the
home. It's all
podcast.
falling apart.
Yeah, dude, we have. Okay, well,
Anakin, you're breaking my heart.
This is a beautiful episode. Hello,
This is-
Chris.
Man, these
Hello.
substitutes
Hey,
for Leo are
how's
insane.
it feel being on the podcast?
It feels great. Brought to you by today's
minute,
sponsor.
Look, I'm
me.
tweaking. Holy shit. No, yeah.
so
that's
we
cool.
have. So this is Chris of the Dead, who is our other animator. So now we have 2 of the animation. Man, everybody's just showing up. We could just get the whole cast and crew. It'd be fun.
They just couldn't help it. We just had such an animated episode today.
You guys are choosing like the most like low energy podcast, and everyone's just joining in. It's like, all right, fuck it, why not? We'll just see where this goes. We'll see how what happens. I'm
That'd
down.
be more interesting than these jackasses over
Right,
here.
exactly.
I resent that statement.
Why am I, dude? I'm just getting lost
maybe-
watching Lorenzo play 2K. I'm trying to go back to. I gotta go back to the original game.
Yeah, maybe we should like structure this more. Like
No.
the
Get
script's
talking
really bad.
points.
All I'm saying.
The original idea was just playing boring games and just guys being dudes. I
We're
mean,
just chatting over it now.
There's
we're just-
nothing more
could
guys
pick
being dudes
talking
than watching a man
points.
play NBA 2K.
Get an itinerary.
bro is a self-insert being the NBA champion.
Look, I'm I made me the ideal height. My 5'9" ass could never be this. I'm very.
I just realized how wide your shoulders are.
Yeah.
Did you
I have
make
to
a
keep
custom
switching.
person?
Yeah.
Why are you built like a wall?
Can you
So,
make
'cause
like an
my
Oblivion
screens-
NPC?
We
in
gotta
this
make a
game?
Crash
Or-
basketball
Oh, shit.
team.
It's very
Oh my
possible.
gosh, your character is spazzing the fuck out too.
Yeah. Oh. Oh. Oh.
Gotta be quicker than that.
Oh
Gotta
shit.
be quicker than
Oh shit.
Oh,
Can't
Loren-
stop me. Can't
Lorenzo,
stop me.
you got rudely interrupted last episode when you were trying to say something
I
to
did.
the audience. What did you want to say?
Well, Crash audience, I think. I was expecting.
All right, and
you to,
cut.
Are you gonna end
no,
the show again?
no, I'm kidding. No. Dude, we have not run along long enough. Hold on. Yeah, we're only at 40 minutes, man. We got like 30 more minutes to go.
Man, getting sick of this
I know.
already, guys, huh?
And I'm not sick of it. I'm just. Well, yeah, I'm kind of
Is
sick
it
of it, I
sick of
guess,
it?
just a little bit. At least this episode. I'm gonna be honest. I did not
Yeah,
start
it's
off on the
my
right
fault.
foot. I'm so tired.
Yeah, it's my fault for being here. I know.
No,
Yeah.
Shitty, we love
Ruining the
you.
entire vibe.
Yeah, no.
That's
When,
what
this
was
is
my
like
bad.
this is Schmitty's
as
first
the voice
appearance.
of Target, I
on
really
the
think I
show.
should say that.
Be great. It's voice of
Quite
better
nice.
target.
Yeah.
The funny part about this is Schmitty's first and Pow's fucking muted without even telling us. All right, man, thanks. This is Schmitty's like first appearance on the show, and
It's all falling apart.
we're down one guy. Everyone's tired, and then earlier he joined Pow and I sitting in a call. Like we were just sitting there passing the time, waiting for the episode, and he joins in while we're muted. Like we're not even at our computers. But I remember popping my head in when I was going to do something. I just see him sitting in here. So he's like, wow, Schmitty's really going to get the idea that we do not like him today.
I was like, I came in and I was like, hey guys, what's going on? Yeah?
It's
Alright, I'll see you later.
Why do you two just sit in this voice chat and leave your microphones? You
That's
just
not
walk
the
away from the
first time.
computers.
They do that
Hey,
a lot.
I left for like 2 minutes, alright? I went to go do something. Pow was fucking muted.
Yeah,
for
Pow's
like
gone
15.
right now. He's muted. He just left.
It's like the
What are you
couples
talking
that like leave their phones on like FaceTime while they're sleeping.
Excuse
Oh
me,
my
I had to go
God.
pee, okay?
Oh, okay.
Just like you can be away from the person for a little bit.
You know what? Let's
Benji.
shift some questions on to Coop and to Chris.
Yeah.
Big
I
stage.
suck.
Yeah, let's do
Good
this.
segue. Good segue.
No pressure, but the future of this podcast depends on it.
Hold on, I gotta think of a question.
So-
I'll crash this ship just like I did Rooster Teeth.
So,
Oh my
Coop,
Oh, he admits it.
Well, you failed because it's back.
I actually have a question for Coop. What made you choose a K and not a P?
Wait.
What?
I thought it'd be funny.
Uh,
to spell
Probably
Coop
quirky.
wrong. When I built my first PC when I was like 12 and I was trying to come up with the username, I was like, I could make it Coop with a C or I could make it Coop with a K. So I like flipped a coin on my head. I was like, dude, K's so funny, dude. That's like the
Dude.
funniest thing ever. What if I
That-
just made
You're
it
right.
just
Kia,
misspelled
spelled
Coop,
with
bro?
a C.
Because at the
fucking
time,
awesome.
for some reason, I thought like Coop was a cool name because I had just played like Titanfall, and I was like, dude, Cooper?
Oh my
What if I just
God.
name myself Coop?
So you played Mario or some shit, and you're
Man,
gonna.
we're really
No,
like
dude.
dating ourselves, huh? Aren't we?
Oh man.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, you know what? Here's a good question.
quite
This is
the
a-
origin story.
This is an interesting question that Coop brings up. What is the origin story for your online handles, everybody? I'm very
Oh my
curious.
god, that's a great question.
Mine's easy.
Which one?
That's a good point. Schmitty has a few. We'll start with you,
Yeah.
Chris.
So Chris of the Dead, I was creating an Xbox Live account for the first time after having not played Halo 1. Well, Halo 1 didn't have Xbox Live at the time. Halo 2 did on the original Xbox. But I got an Xbox 360. It's like, I need to come up with a username. And by sheer happenstance, I think a week or two earlier, Shaun of the Dead became my favorite movie of all time for a period of like a year or two. And that's what stuck.
So you're Chris of the Dead.
Yes. I have a few times over the years tried to justify, like, well, Shaun of the Dead is meant to sound like Dawn of the Dead, so what the fuck would Chris of the Dead ever try to sound like? And I'm like, I don't know. I give up.
I'm sure we can think of something if we sat around. And Coop, you kind of just gave your answer. It was just, you're like, this Coop with a K would be way funnier.
Coin
It's
flip.
been poop jokes and whatnot nonstop for the past like 10 years. Yeah. So.
Now the jokes stop here.
You
Oh,
could've put
no,
a,
I'm
like,
sure
you could have put a
they won't.
U in there and then COUP.
See, nah, it just doesn't look
K-U-P-E.
right. It just doesn't look right.
Spelled Kupe.
Oh, classy, Benji.
Oh.
Well, I
What
guess
did
we'll move on to
No,
I guess we'll
no,
move on to Benji then.
You want to see something classy?
No, we're going to do Lorenzo. You know what? Because Lorenzo, what is your online handle? Let the audience know.
It's Fox. Yeah. The origin of that, like, it's not okay. It's not Fox from Fallout 3. It's not the mutant. It's not Guy Fawkes. It's Dumbledore's Phoenix from Harry Potter. I was a big fan of that, but this is before I fucking hate J.K. Rowling and just want her to burn.
Yeah, that's
But
fair.
yeah.
Yeah.
I thought
We're
that
not
Phoenix
not
was
having
cool,
her on
though.
the show.
We're not
I've never
having
s-
J.K. Rowling on the show.
Guys, you're
Good.
burning bridges we can't afford to burn right now.
I didn't know it
down
was.
You know
J.K.
what?
It was
Rowling.
next
I would
week,
love-
man.
You know what? I would love to have her on the show. Actually, I want to ask her some questions about the black mold and the photo.
Oh god.
Oh my
I was
god.
gonna say though, when you said it was Fox, I assumed you meant like Fox, and I'm like, was that your favorite Smash Brothers character? But then
You know what?
you clarified.
It is. I was a Fox man.
You're so predictable.
You know, I'm gonna if J.K. Rowling was in the show, because she named an Asian character Cho Chang, I want to ask her, what would you name an Asian Jew?
I
God.
don't.
I want to know this. Because an Asian person happens to be Jewish.
Okay.
Okay.
That's great.
Moving
hey,
right along.
what is your
Benji.
tag?
Benji, what is your handle come from?
what was it?
Dysfunct the Nuts.
So, for a while, ever since I was a kid, I'd always like picked up a camera and been into making videos and stuff. It was always a favorite pastime of mine. And there was this one kid I used to like play games with a lot back when I was in high school. One of my old friends, they were basically lifelong buddies, like actually growing up together. And we got introduced because he was like, "Hey, I want to invite my friend to play a game with us," and we just kicked it off from there. It was the most fun I'd ever had. He found out because at the time I hadn't really made many videos. I'd kind of just died down on it, but he found out that like it's one of my pastimes. Like, hey, we should do that together, and it was the most fun I've had in a long time. And he's actually a reason for why I still do YouTube and do it with friends, because that's my favorite way to do it, is to make memories with people. Because he ended up dying one day. I'm not going to go into detail about that, but ever since then, it was kind of like a big blow to me. But then I look back on the old video archives, and I just remember us having fun. I'm like, I want to keep doing that in memory of him. So I was just thinking of redoing the channel entirely, and I'm like, oh, fuck it. My friends and I are dysfunctional, and Astronaut is my persona or some shit, whatever you want. Not fursona, I ain't no furry. But no, it's like, all right, so I put those two together, and it really just stemmed from my YouTube channel, which is really just a place where it's not so much trying to be the next big guys. It really just is. It's a place I want to be able to go back to and just enjoy the memories I've made with friends. And that's and the name has meaning. It does carry meaning to me.
I'm gonna be honest. Invasive thought. My brain thought, how funny would it be if during this really like heartfelt thing you were saying, if Lorenzo got carried away while playing the game and he cheered audibly for for winning.
What if I oiled up Lorenzo?
Like if he just went yes, like that all of a sudden.
I would try not to murder like fuck every time I missed a shot. It was...
Oh.
Oh man.
Well, that's
anyway.
That was a very
That was very sweet, Benji.
That was very sweet.
Pow.
Fuck up, pal.
Yeah, how did you become Pow when your birth name was obviously Robalicious?
Right. Well, we were gonna save Robalicious for a later date, but I guess cat's out of the bag now. But so I start watching Crash, and I'm like, wow, this is actually a really cool machinima. And I start seeing at the end of the episodes, like, oh hey, if you want to support us, go to our Patreon. And I'm like, I might do that. It is just $1 a month. That's not too much. And that's a way of me supporting the show. Sure. So I eventually do that. And then I join in, and I'm on the tail end of a big meme that was happening in the Discord.
Oh, right.
Where
Now
everyone is naming themselves after Boomerang. Toomerang, Zoomerang. There were a bunch of other ones. I don't remember them all. Do you remember it all by chance?
That's right, because your normal online handle is actually Bomac.
Yeah,
It's been so long, I completely forgot about Bomac.
Yeah, but I started seeing that, and I'm like, what would be my version of this? And I'm like, Boom is an onomatopoeia, like in a comic book. Why don't I do Pow? So I did Palmerang, and then after a while, everyone just started calling me Pow, and I'm like, you know what? That's something about that is actually like it really works. And so I started going by Pow, and I think I've changed some of my handle stuff, some of my like username things to Pow. So that's where that came from.
Yeah, Bomac.
Man,
Yeah, bitchy.
the rest is history.
Yeah,
You sound like you're about to fight Spider-Man. What was that voice?
Schmitty.
You and me,
Godspeed,
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
We can rule this city, or we can fight to the death.
I have a friend who will randomly break out into the ending monologue from the first Spider-Man. Like the
Sounds
monologue,
like a great friend.
the Green Goblin monologue. He like has it completely memorized.
Oh my lord.
I for a Halloween
Peter, it's me.
for a Halloween costume memorized the V for Vendetta V word speech from the beginning of
Brother,
the
I
movie.
gave Mars an anus.
On Earth
What?
or not?
What?
I guess.
What is happening with this episode?
Dude, I have no
My
idea.
brother in
Schmitty,
Christ, what did you do to Mars?
What are some of
Yes?
your handles, and what did those come from?
So my gamer tag's always been for a very long time Butternut Sasquatch. I don't remember the origin of it. I think my older brother helped me out with it when I was like 10, and it just kind of stuck. I've got another one. You can recognize Schmitty at this point. That's just I guess it's self-explanatory. My it's my last name with a Y. And there's not much more to that. It's just a nickname that I picked up ever since I was young, so I just kind of like stuck with it. I actually kind of prefer hearing it over just like my regular name. I think it's a lot more exciting.
Okay, Isaac.
Yeah.
Everybody call him
Get-
Isaac from now on.
Get
Government name.
doxxed. Get caught
get
in 4K, bud.
Your
these
name's
videos
on the
aren't in
website.
4K. That's great, man.
Okay.
Anyway, Butternut Squash. Maybe that's where Butternut Sasquatch came from?
I mean, it has to be, but I mean, I don't know what the actual
story.
like thought process was behind that.
Yeah.
It's better than naming myself something like Hot Shot 123 or whatever.
There's gonna be a comment under this episode. It's by Hotshot123. He's gonna be like, "Hey, what
Like,
the fuck's that
like,
supposed
I
to
resent that statement.
So rude, man.
Call me a little biased, but
Man, this is going to be great for Leo. He's going to realize in order to replace him, we got 4 people.
Yeah, it's crazy.
We
That'll
brought
help
in
his
4
self-esteem.
people to replace
It's falling
him.
apart without you, Leo.
It really is. We miss you, Leo.
Come home, Leo. We miss you.
Leo. We both went there.
Leo, come home.
Oh man.
Leo, come home.
Okay, well, I guess that just leaves me. I'm pretty sure it was probably 2009 or 2008 when I made my gamer tag. For my birthday, my mom agreed to let me get Xbox Live. And so I got it, and I was like, I need to come up with the gamer tag. And I had just played, or I guess I had a game case for Blazing Angels, Squadrons of World War II. Or whichever. I forget what the subtitle.
Remember that game's cover.
Yeah. And then I had also on the TV Boomerang, the old classics channel from Cartoon Network was on, and so I just combined Blazing and Boomerang, and then I didn't have enough space to fill out all the letters, so I got rid of the E and then changed the O's to zeros because this was 2008 or 9, so Leet Speak was still a thing. And so that's just kind of where that came from. And then when I made the channel, I was like, I think Boomerang is just a lot easier to remember and has a bit of more punch to it. So I just kind of stuck with Boomerang.
Wow. So you really did rip off of Boomerang. That's crazy.
Yeah,
Figures.
we rip off Red vs. Blue. It's all about hiding your influences.
We caught him, folks. We caught him. It's
Yeah,
documented.
In 4K.
We're gonna get sued now, right?
Yeah, Cartoon Network. They're coming after us, man. Time Warner.
Well, they're gonna sue you, acquire the property, and then sell it off in a tax write-off.
Yeah, and do nothing with it.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Beautiful.
All right. Well, I'm out of ideas for what to ask next.
Yeah, me too.
Maybe we should just sit here in some long, sullen silence.
I have a funny
And
story
contemplate like what we did.
Yeah.
Chris, what's your story?
I have a funny story from my time at Rooster Teeth, and it was like the highlight of just silly moments.
Excellent.
So I would frequently get to the office like 2 to 3 hours before anybody else to beat Austin traffic, and I'd run into Monty Ohm and usually Bernie Burns after Monty left would be the first one to get there. He would routinely forget his keys back in either his car or the bungalow office that was way off in the parking lot, and he would leave his office unlocked, and the cleaning crew did not realize that, so they would go in, they'd clean his office, close the door, and lock it. There was a period of about, I want to say 3 weeks, where he would get into the office, struggle with the thing, and he'd be like, fuck, I forgot my keys. And then I because this is happening always like 15 feet from my desk, I was just like, hey, do you want me to tell the cleaning staff to keep it unlocked for you? And he's like, nah, it's fine, I got this. And then he went back out and he came back like 8 minutes later with his keys. That continued on for another week and a half, I think, before one time while just working before anybody else showed up, see him like angrily shaking the door knob to his office. And then I'm just staring at him awkwardly while he does this. Then he slowly slumps his head to the side and looks at me with a defeated look. And I'm just like, okay, I'll tell him.
Man, I would if Crash ever gets big enough. Part of me would love, like, it wouldn't make sense business-wise for us to set up an office, but part of me just wants that environment, like wants
just
to be able to
get one of those little offices that's like a small business in like a little
like above a
chain
sandwich
of
shop or
buildings.
something.
Yeah.
We could set up a virtual
WeWork?
office in VR chat.
Oh my god, no.
Oh my god, meta can
That would be
actually be put to
amazing.
use.
We need to do more cast and crew videos together where we just kind of play games together or something. That'd be fun.
I still say we should do that idea where we get like the production crew and the animators and everyone and just like play a game of Halo and somebody who's moderating the whole thing just asks us questions while we're shooting each other.
That's actually not a terrible idea at all. I'll have to keep that one in mind.
It's like Talking Corner, but cool.
Yeah. Let me think. I was just thinking of a personal anecdote to share. So it snowed here in Virginia not long ago, and it was a nice. It was actually a pretty nice snow. It wasn't as bad as the snow we got earlier in the year, where it like froze over and became like this hard, like 4-inch sheet of ice everywhere. That was awful. But no, so I went out to the gas station. I was with my wife and my buddy, and he and I, we bully each other relentlessly. And there was this moment where when I was filling up the car with gas, I made a snowball in my hand, walked over to the back door of I have a truck. And so I walked over to the back door of the truck. I opened it and he turned and looked at me, and he immediately like says like, "What do you want?" But he says it really loud, you know, like, cause he was having a conversation with my wife at the time. And I threw the snowball at him and it went down his throat.
Oh my god.
Like it hit him in the mouth and went down his throat. And
What do you want?
Whoa.
yeah, what do you want? And it was, I cried laughing. I couldn't drive off for a little while because I was like crying laughing.
There was an old Vine of two women in a car, and one was like eating an ice cream with like a spoon, like a plastic one, and the one driving, she's recording, and she taps on her brakes, and the other girl, the spoon goes to the back of her throat. It's like, wah! And she's like crying and like, Lauren.
I remember that. Oh man, that's a throwback.
Remember Vine?
I remember.
The weird thing about Vine is that because it died, it's like TikTok rose from its ashes, and then like
It was like Musically right before. it
Musically,
became TikTok.
yeah.
You guys remember? Yeah.
it's gone through. It's like that's been so weird. The short form video content website has. It's not like YouTube or all the other websites that have kind of been around and stick around. Like Twitter's been around forever, right? And YouTube and all of that. But then, like, you'd think it with as much money and as popular as Vine was, it wouldn't have gone out of business and then left the market open for something else to come in, you know? But then that happened like 3 different times. And now it's I mean, TikTok is still kind of, the big one in town now, but like I don't know. It was that was always just very fascinating to me.
Yeah, and I'm curious where we go from here.
Yeah, no, dude.
Because
I'm
TikTok is still in a weird kind of limbo. Of,
oh, you
is
mean
it
about
gonna
talking
get
about
outlawed,
TikTok?
or
I
is
was
it
like,
not?
I have no idea what else to talk about.
Yeah.
But no, I mean TikTok. I only downloaded TikTok recently for the first time. That was because
Just
it
to
turns
watch
out
the crash TikToks.
Yeah, no, it was exactly. It was because Misty V2 has been making crash TikToks, and I wanted to get in touch with them and ask them about posting it, and so I made an account, and I'm like, I have 0% interest in posting anything on there. It's just not for me, and I don't think Crash, apart from the edits, I don't think Crash itself just straight like translates well into shorts for TikTok.
Yeah, the scenes aren't that short enough to.
No, it's a lot.
warrant
It's not attention grabbing enough to really.
Yeah.
It's not punchy enough. We should completely redesign the show to make sure we can upload things to TikTok. That'll make everybody happy.
Okay,
Just
bye, I'm quitting.
rapid fire. It's just like talking one after the other.
Acceptable
just, like,
losses, Chris. We have to chase that dollar.
Is it an acceptable loss though?
Crash money.
Not really, no. Chris is absolutely invaluable.
Crash money, crash money. Yeah.
I didn't realize I held so much sway over the production.
You don't? No, I'm just saying. No, I'm just kidding. You don't. No. Don't get any ideas.
Too fast.
Yeah,
No.
don't get any ideas.
They're not
If
unionized.
Chris
on
goes
me.
down, we all go down.
Don't get any iFunny.
Oh God. Why did you say
Thanks,
I'm
Schmitty.
funny?
Very cool.
I don't know what I don't know how to respond to that. Like that wasn't a clever pun. You just threw that in there. You just threw that in there like a hand grenade, and you're.
You know
Schmitty,
just
okay.
the things to say.
Schmitty, you do that occasionally, where during a conversation you'll throw out the most unfunny pun, and sometimes the pun is so unfunny and so baffling it stops everyone in their tracks for like a good 2 minutes. It's like a verbal flashbang.
Yeah, really, yeah. That's
Just
what
want
it
to
is.
spice things up. Just throw it into the other room.
Uh,
Wait for the chaos to ensue.
Bring everybody back to life, reacting to it.
iFunny? Like, what is that? What? Why did your brain make that connection? And at what point did you just think that? That's fire, man. I gotta say that.
Well, we had just
Well,
brought
hey,
up
look.
TikTok, so I was thinking about iFunny.
What?
And I said, don't get any funny ideas.
Don't
and you're
get any
like,
iFunny
don't get any
Oh
iFunny.
my gosh. Don't get any iFunny ideas might be the most upsetting thing somebody's said to me in the last month.
I think the one
Just
thing
because my humor is too advanced for you doesn't mean you should.
To be fair, you have to have
Right.
you have to have a very high IQ to
the thing
understand
that-
Schmidt's humor.
the thing that Boom posted in one of the chat channels, like within the last week, what was it? Hawk of the Morning to us. I'm just like,
Yeah, Boom, you have no room to criticize Schmitty after things like that.
I saw a Hawk
Really.
2 a bumper sticker today. I took a picture. I was gonna send it to the group chat.
Hawk to it.
I
Oh, yeah,
appreciate
yeah.
your restraint.
Yeah,
Wonder
yeah.
what their
Appreciate
license
how long
plate-
it took you to post that.
No, you don't get it. It was so sad because I was driving home with my wife and we noticed it and I was like, quick, take a picture, and I had to like pull up behind them while we were driving really close. Because I was like,
Don't
oh my
stop
gosh,
for just a second, I need
Benji,
to take a picture of this.
Benji and Pao are gonna love this because that's just been like the brain rot joke we keep running back to.
Hey, I have nothing to do with it.
Oh, that's right. I turned Saturn into a star.
Benji, and
Forgot
Leo
about this.
love that.
I don't know if
Love it.
love's a strong word.
I'm just here for the ride.
That whole Hawk 2 thing was something that I'm like, oh, that sounds stupid, and I just never participated in it, and it's kind of already come and gone.
That's
Hawk of the
because you
Morning
had
to
nobody
Boom's gonna
to-
keep it alive.
Somebody pointed
That's
out that
because
there hasn't been any new brain rot words lately, and I kind of noticed that as well. It looks like brain rot's died.
Well, actually,
Thank goodness.
have y'all heard Swiss cheese?
No.
That's a
No.
thing.
Like,
that
like,
exists
like you're gonna be
that
you're gonna be
people like.
Swiss cheese. Like, you know, I'm gonna put holes in you, like shoot you, like die.
I feel like that's
Are you from the
been a joke
1940s? Like,
Yeah,
what
No,
are
this
you-
is
What the
a
fuck are you
new
talking
this
about?
is
I'm
a this is
turning
a
to
new
Swiss
thing.
cheese, kid.
This is a new thing. I
Yeah,
heard some like high
see?
schoolers say it to some of
That's
his
a-
friends.
That's been the joke from like Looney Tunes and shit.
Well, it's making a comeback.
Bro. All I have to say is thank God we only have 10 minutes left.
Allow me to put this in a
This
hold
felt
on
like
it.
3 hours.
Pow, oil up.
No.
I'm not giving you. Huh?
What?
I'm
You're
confused.
gonna fucking die, buddy.
What is happening?
I don't know.
Man, oh man.
There's so many
Insane.
topics.
You're insane. Why do I associate with you?
Hope you guys have enjoyed the final episode of the Talking Corner. It's been, well, not exactly a great ride, but you know.
This is the series
Alvin,
finale, apparently, because
just-
all these other people
Just,
showed up.
just like Alvin,
Yeah, this is like the
God.
season
Enzo and I are
finale.
gonna overdose on ketamine.
I feel like this is my fault for bringing up a concept of the Asian Jew. I don't know. I feel like it's kind of gone.
To be honest, I was kind of jumping the shark, dude. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if
Yeah.
there's any recovering
It's like
from that.
it's like the
Brand new
prophecy of
sentence,
the
I swear.
Antichrist.
Bringing up the concept of the Asian Jew. What the
Wait, they
fuck?
were Coop and Chris were not here for that, so that's even funnier that they have to hear that out of context.
What would
Wait,
be-
no,
what would
they
be
were.
an
I think they
Asian
were.
Jew's
No, wait,
name?
never mind.
I was
No,
here
Chris,
when I
yeah,
heard
Chris
that.
and Coop were
David
here.
Blomstein.
I heard it.
Well, I'm sorry you heard it. I apologize.
Just
Oh, you know what?
I'm going
Well,
to Kepler
how about this?
62E.
Chris, Coop, talk to us about your.
shut up.
Shut up! Shut up!
Talk to us.
Shut up! Shut up! I
As
can't.
Boom desperately tries to salvage this.
Please talk about how you guys got into animation.
Well,
Chris, you go first.
I was in community college thinking like, what do I want to do with my life? And I
Stop laughing.
Okay,
Whoever's laughing,
not
I
a good
swear to God,
answer.
stop
not
laughing.
not a good movie to pick for like the one that inspired me to get into like filmmaking / animation, but it was Transformers 2007.
I like
Hey,
that. I actually
that
like
is
that
a-
movie.
that is a-
The behind
really
the
is good.
scenes the behind the scenes for that movie of how they like crumpled up Optimus into like the car mode and then like seeing all the work in progress stuff. I just thought that was interesting, and I initially thought, well, I'd like to get into filmmaking proper, like as like a director. But then I took my first 3D class and I'm like, oh, this is fun. And so I kind of just stuck with that for a few years and then ended up focusing at university on digital arts. Got a Bachelor of Fine Arts degree in digital arts, focused on rigging and animation. But the funny thing was, those classes didn't really teach me the finer principles of animation, just mostly how to use the software. And so I've basically been learning ever since I got out of university, and still learning to a large degree to this day.
Interesting.
Okay.
Coop, how did you get into
Okay.
animating?
So my journey's kind of a bit of a roller coaster. When I was like 12 years old, I played Arma 3. And on Arma 3 there are a lot of like mod teams, right? And like one time I was like, I have this really genius idea. I'm gonna lie my way into a mod team so I can see all the cool stuff that nobody else gets to see. And like I googled like some 3D mod, some Star Wars 3D mod, took a picture of it, sent it to the guy. I was like, "Yo, I made this." He was like, "Dude, you're so talented. Get on our team." And then like a week later, he's like, "Dude, you have no idea how to 3D model." I was like, "Yeah, I know. I'm sorry." He was like, "Here, download my," and he's like, "Here, download Maya, and I'll teach you how to 3D model." And I was like, "Okay, bet." And so I started learning how to 3D model in Maya. I got pretty good at it, and then I made the switch to Blender because Maya and Autodesk and all those people suck, and they make you pay for the program.
Mhm.
No offense, Chris.
Sorry.
But I got really proficient in modeling in Blender, and then I did that for 5 years. But during those entire 5 years, I was like, dude, I wish I could make this stuff move. And like Chris, I really loved Michael Bay's Transformers, and I'd always been like, dude, I love these fight scenes. I love the way all the mecha move. Like, I really love VFX and like animation. And so after 5 years of like hard surface modeling, I was like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna take the leap, and I'm gonna like start marking keyframes and making things move. And like a few months later, like it kind of just all clicked, because just over the years I've just been watching all these movies and all this anime and all these kind of 3D animations, and just been storing the knowledge of how to animate in the back of my mind. And then just one day I took the plunge and like grinded out a few animations. I was like, this is really cool. Like I want to do this like mainstream now. Like I've kind of dropped 3D modeling, to be honest, at this point. I'm more of a kit basher now, if anything. But yeah, no, I just like to make stuff move. It's really therapeutic too, at least for me. Just making stuff
You
move
see
on
everything
screen.
come together at the very
Oh,
end.
yeah.
That's just like,
Oh,
oh,
yeah.
hell yeah.
Yeah, it's just super cool. Like doing what tons of professional VFX artists are doing out there for blockbuster movies and all that. It's cool having that knowledge. So yeah.
So I guess we're gonna. This episode is dedicated to Michael Bay.
Yeah,
Excellent.
thanks, Michael.
Thanks, Mike.
So, yeah. So you could say you faked it until you made it.
Yeah, no, I faked it, and then I was like, dude, I can make it. And then
Oh, you took the easy way. I went into depth for it.
See, Schmitty, that was funny. That was funny.
Why are you calling him out like that? Why?
I'm being facetious.
Look,
I'm being
Schmitty
silly.
didn't say that to enter. Yeah, dude, Schmitty didn't say the iFooty joke for anyone but himself. The entertainment was him throwing it into the conversation to see the multi-lane car pileup like that happened afterwards. That wasn't fun for us. It was fun for him.
Yeah, to be
It's
fair, he is
like
playing
kids who throw
checkers.
rocks at
Or
cars on the freeway.
yeah.
Just throwing eggs.
We're expecting chess, and he's just playing checkers for fun.
I don't know how to play checkers. Only chess.
Let me think. We're really low on time now. So I mean, that's not the worst place to end it. We got like 3 minutes.
to do?
I don't know. Oh, I was gonna say I really like Michael Bay Transformers, the first one at least. I don't know. Okay, so
Oh, but here we
I
go.
watched Michael Bay's Transformers when I was a kid, 2007, and then I saw Revenge of the Fallen when my sister was in the hospital. And so I was sitting there trying to take my mind off of it.
Oh, no.
And it did take my mind off of my sister being in the hospital because of how fucking garbage it was. Like, I don't know how you make my mood worse while I'm like waiting to hear about my sister who's in intensive care. But then watching Revenge of the Fallen made me realize it can always get worse. Like, dude, Revenge of the Fallen fucking sucks, dude. Like, that movie's bad. I think the only good thing about it is John Turturro. Like, because he's so fucking funny.
The bit where he tears his pants off, and I'm just like, I'd appreciate this character never being in these movies again now.
It's so ridiculous. It's just that he feels like the only character who's having fun. And I'm like, that's what I like about it. One man, alone.
Betrayed by the country he loves.
It's so good. That's the thing about Michael Bay stuff, man. No matter how stupid you think it is, it's like Michael Bay is having fun with it.
It can get dumber.
Yeah, it can get dumber, and he's having fun with it, which I feel like is more than a lot of people can say when it comes to working in that industry nowadays. You know.
Oh, for sure.
Okay. Did you like Dark of the Moon?
I did not like that. Okay, no, was Dark of the Moon where he executes Sentinel Prime?
Leonard Nimoy.
Yeah, Leonard Nimoy. Yeah, I like it as an art house, like a grindhouse movie where it's like robot executions because it's so needlessly brutal out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And that's funny. It's ironically funny in that sense because it's just like Optimus Prime committing war crimes, and I don't know why that statement alone is just funny to me.
No, we will kill them all.
I'll kill you.
Let them come.
Also, the opening, I think that one is the one that ends with him flying off into outer space saying,
No, that was the next one. That was Age of Extinction.
No, that was the last night.
Yeah,
no,
okay.
The last night starts with Optimus like, oh, you didn't get very far before you
froze to death.
Yeah.
Optimus flies into space and then immediately freezes to death.
He flew off into space.
I didn't really
at the
think
end of
this
Age
far.
of Extinction.
And then he doesn't get to Saturn and he's already frozen to death. And it's so fucking funny.
Megatron did that, and the only reason he froze it was because he landed in the Arctic and crash landed there. But Optimus is just like, did I skimp on the fucking like anti-icing agent?
Yeah, dude.
I just love I am coming, and then he's like, literally, like if you watch those back to back, he's just immediately frozen in space.
Yeah.
Like what happened?
Bro forgot his antifreeze back home.
Dude, I think
Like,
Pointless. Pointless had pointed out. They said it's like if at the end of the Lord of the Rings Fellowship of the Ring, it's like Sam and Frodo are like, all right, we're going off in the boat, and then Two Towers starts with them floating down the river dead. You're like, what? What the fuck happened?
Let's hunt some orc, and then it's just Aragorn and Legolas just like lying on the ground.
It's so ridiculous. But I actually think the first Transformers movie is genuinely good. I still enjoy it.
It's entertaining.
It's entertaining.
I like the action in all of them, but as far as like a regular movie goes, the first one was, I think, the
first one was the
of,
most
of
normal.
the Michael Bay one.
It's the most normal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the most normal out of
The
all three. But
characters-
they are action powerhouses and have some genuinely awesome choreography at points. But
Yeah.
they're
Megatron had such a great.
Stop lubricating the
uh,
man.
Yeah, but yeah.
That is a line from Michael Bay's 2007 Transformers.
Yeah. Yeah,
They are
Megatron had
such-
such like weight to him.
I just realized if you haven't seen that movie, that comment is crazy out of
No,
context.
because there's a lot of things that you wouldn't expect to
It's
hear
not
a
much better.
Transformers say.
It's so much better in context.
Are
if I'm
you
being honest.
username ladiesman217?
Are you?
Where is eBay item 21153? Where are the glasses?
I still love that scene though, because it's just like it's his first experience with a proper Transformer, and he's just in an underpass. Like imagine if a police
It's like
car,
getting
right?
shaken down, dude. Like by
I
a
will
giant
say-
robot out of nowhere asking about your gamer tag. Can you imagine?
I
You'd be
have-
like, what the fuck?
I have always appreciated that movie didn't pull the usual like, there's this huge alien chasing me, and then they don't show it, and they're just like they try to make you think that the other character thinks the first character is crazy. It's like, no, he barrels down like 2 seconds later. It's just like, oh, okay, they're not like gonna make this into a gag.
Yeah.
I actually
I
really
love
like
how-
the scorpion segment under the
Oh,
sand.
yeah, Scorpion
I actually
Eye.
thought that was really well done.
Mhm.
I love
was nice
how
and tense.
unapologetically violent they are.
Yeah.
To be honest, like there's a scene in the second one, Revenge of the Fallen, where Bumblebee takes I forget the four-legged one's name, like Ravage or whatever. He like takes his tail, rips it out, and uses his spine as a whip. Like,
Oh,
like,
that was
yeah, like,
yeah. That was
like-
Soundwave's minion Ravage.
yeah, he takes his spine out, uses it as a whip, and then like breaks the shoulders of the guy he's
They-
fighting. Like,
They get away with a lot of like stuff that would be horrific if they were like
Yeah,
living,
Yeah, if they were, like, living
fleshy
robots.
creatures.
Yeah,
Dude.
it's so awesome.
It's so
Beautiful.
fucking ridiculous, though. Well, no, that's the thing, man. They as much it was funny because you remember back when those movies were coming out, critics were panning them, and everyone's like, these are so stupid. But now Hollywood is so soulless now that we look back on those movies and they're like, yeah, the good old
Absolute
days.
cinema.
Yeah.
Perhaps
We're
I
like-
treated you too harshly.
Yeah, I know,
Those
right?
movies were just fun.
We didn't realize how good we had it back then, man. Like
Mhm.
movies nowadays, it's like a movie being good is like the exception. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
most movies
That's
are
a
just
blue
completely
moon.
yeah. That's once in a blue moon. You're like, oh, hey, a good movie. That's cool.
Yeah. Like,
Oh.
there's a whole scene in the third one where a bunch of ospreys take guys and they skydive into a
Yeah,
city.
that
full of
scene was
Decepticons.
so
Oh,
good.
God, yeah.
It
Like,
had
just
like
that-
nothing
like-
to do with the
Like, just
the
that
Transformers,
description
but it
of
was
the
so
scene
freaking
alone.
awesome.
Yeah, like it just speaks to Baze and
hey,
all
Boom.
of his team's creativity at the time.
Before it gets
cool.
sidetracked, how much time do we have left?
Dude, we're still going. We're like an hour and 20. We're just gonna keep rolling
Oh,
until
shit.
it naturally runs out, or
Yeah.
I get bored and hit stop recording.
Just hit
This
stop
computer's
in the
gonna
middle of us
just
talking.
die.
That's what I did last week. I got Lorenzo because he was like, guys, I just
Yeah,
want you to know that, and then I just cut him off.
Well, boom!
We'll
I'm
never
playing.
know
I'm
what he was
playing
saying.
Game Dev Tycoon right now.
Oh,
I want to
yeah, let me-
switch it up
let's-
for the second half.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Second half, just for the
The
closing.
second half.
Yeah, we're going for
Yeah, for
another
the
hour.
closing. Yeah, we're gonna make Among Us 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Among Us.
Well, on that note,
Will we call it Among We?
Ooh.
Among We?
Among We. I like that. Among We.
Sounds
Alright.
Jamaican.
Among
Oh,
We?
jeez.
I haven't seen this game in forever, dude.
I know. The game that's selling right now is my werewolf game called Peanut Becomes a Werewolf. That's gonna be a next episode.
Spoilers, dude. Spoilers. Also, Michael
Oh.
Balo.
Michael Balo.
Michael
You guys are
Dude,
talking
that
about
would
it.
be a great movie.
Oh, you know what? Okay, so if you were gonna get a Halo movie done, who would be a fun director? Like, it could be from any time in history,
Nolan.
right? Who?
Oh man.
Oh, God.
John Nolan.
John Nolan.
John Nolan, the Fallout guy, Christopher Nolan's brother. Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's a good straight answer. Yeah.
He's a super video game nerd. He did he's made references to BioShock in his shows. He did Westworld, which is basically like a Western deconstruction of immersion and like video games, and how like we kind of like get stuck in like this weird cycle, and like we try to immerse ourselves in video games, but because we know it's not real and there's no consequence, a lot of times we just like do stuff that we would never do in real life.
Did you guys? By the way, did you guys see?
So it's not
The,
a good measure of your morality.
Did you guys see the sets for Fallout Season 2? It's the New Vegas sets. It looks like they've rebuilt parts of New Vegas straight from the game,
Holy shit.
Jeez.
like the Lucky
You're
38.
not allowed to
And then-
do that. You have to make a twist on the video game.
Dude,
You can't just have
I
it
saw
verbatim.
I saw footage of a guy who was recording it secretly, like going by. He was driving past the Lucky 38 with like the fancy cars parked out of it, and it was super surreal to see. And I'm like, oh, okay, I'm here for this, man. I'm so here for this. I also think a Michael Bay Halo would just be a thing to behold. It wouldn't probably be good, but like just seeing, because isn't Michael Bay working on the new Skibidi Toilet?
I think that's not
the
happening.
new Skibidi Toilet.
Reportedly,
It's not happening. Wait, what did you say?
Is it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not happening anymore. It's like something with I don't know, lawsuits and like the entire Gmod copyright thing.
Oh, I'm googling this.
I'm making Dizzy Time the video game right now.
I'm gonna.
We need to
head
work
out
on.
of here.
We gotta work on Dizzy Time 3. Spoilers.
Dang.
We gotta work on that.
Oh,
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 Bad Bitch
there
just
goes-
left. You know what? It's all
there goes
falling apart.
Banjo.
I think we're gonna. I think we shouldn't overstay our welcome. We should call it here.
Yeah.
We can call
Dizzy
it here.
Time 3.
What should we
And,
call it?
Call it War. Call it.
Oh, okay.
That's a Pandora reference
It's a good reference.
that nobody's.
I'm
gonna...
so excited for season 2.
I am also excited for season 2. Oh man, that
I
trailer was
really-
weird, but it was still
The
good.
trailer's a weird thing, but like at the same time, I feel like that's not a bad thing to just get weird with a trailer.
Yeah.
They're like, we know the people that are gonna watch this are gonna watch this, so we might as well do something.
Yeah,
weird and,
we
like,
might as well
interesting for Star
show
Wars.
this to somebody else, right? Market it to other people. Because the people who are
Why
going to
am
watch
I
Andor
somewhat-
season 1 are going to watch Andor season 2.
Why am I somewhat disappointed that the Skibidi Toilet movie might be canceled? Why am I somewhat disappointed?
It was
That'd be
being
so funny if it
Michael
was.
Like I never even wanted it in the first place, and when I heard it, I'm like, oh no. And now that I hear that it's being canceled, I'm like,
I feel like
man,
it's weird.
I
It's
really
because
wonder what it would have been like.
I got like mentally prepared for it, you know? And
Yeah,
now that it's not
yeah.
happening, it's kind of like a sense of anticlimax. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, it's like, well, dang. Now I kind of
Now
want
I
a
ca- yeah,
Skibidi
I
Toilet
kinda-
movie.
you know, yeah, right? I kind of just want to see what happens. Like a morbid curiosity, dude.
Yeah, I just really want to know.
I wanted to go into the Skibidi Toilet movie knowing absolutely nothing about Skibidi Toilet, so I'm absolutely bewildered. Like, what
You want
the
to go
fuck?
into the Skibidi Toilet movie?
Yeah, the Skibidi verse.
Into the Skibiverse, dude.
Okay.
All right. On that note, okay. Well, thanks for watching watching and listening or
Wow.
whatever to the Talking Corner. Thanks for Benji just like pieced out. He's like, I think I'm just gonna go and just vanished.
Yeah.
Now we're just watching.
Well.
Now we're watching into the Skibidi verse development. Okay. Well,
Oh, look at this!
Well,
Disney Time
hey.
is surprising for players. That's amazing.
that's
That
not
is
really
surprising.
that's not surprising at all. What are you talking about? Okay. All right. Thanks for watching or listening or whatever. We'll be back maybe next
What a
week.
clusterfuck.
Yeah. What an absolutely
What
fucking
episode.
terrible fucking.
this was
podcast.
great. Thank you for joining, guys. This was great.
Thanks for suffering along with us, but
Yeah.
we'll be back next week for more suffering. You know, same bat time, same bat channel, and subscribe, pay for Patreon so you can be a part of what's responsible morally for the existence of this podcast.
And buy the Crash merch.
That's not
Sign
available
up for
yet.
Patreon so that I can start getting a paycheck.
Yeah, we need more money. We have the quest for more money. We need to buy a studio and a Lamborghini for every person involved.
I just want a paycheck. I don't need a Lamborghini.
At least you're
It's,
on.
you know,
Yeah.
it's not a choice. Your
We
paycheck will
will
be
fund
fund
on.
the
new-
first Asian Jew.
I need a brand new Tesla. Meanwhile,
All right.
Pow's gonna be sleeping on the
And
couch.
this is
in
weird.
the
You
office.
keep harping on that. Okay. All right. I'm just gonna. Okay. All right. Bye. I guess.
This game was not received well.
Bye bye.
Goodbye.
Yeah, fuck you guys. I love you.